damn, this is a pain. Like, who would stick little nuts behind the pulley? Like, that's gotta be the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. Like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to get to this bottom one. So before we go pulling that off, I'd like to try to get some vice grips on it and just work it free, possibly. There's fins behind this, and so there could be a bunch of rust or corrosion preventing it from spinning. So if we could just break that free, that would be nice, but I have a feeling that's not gonna work. Oh, there we go. It's moved a little bit. So unfortunately, that is not loosening up. So I think we're gonna have to pull that off. It's kind of a sealed unit, so you can't really like spray any penetrating oil in there. So that kind of sucks. We're gonna have to pull the radiator, get these upper and lower hoses off, and then we'll have access to getting that fan off and pulling the rest of it off. Oh yeah, it's a little bit rusty, that's for sure. Looks like someone already took out the bottom one. There's another 12 millimeter down there, but someone took it off already. Same with this side. So that makes our job a little bit easier. We'll get that flushed out in a minute. There we go. So now we have a lot better access. So it looks like what we got to do, we don't even have to take the fan clutch off or anything, but it looks like the alternator is going to have to come off to get to that bolt right down there. I believe there's 4 or 5 bolts. So let's get this pulled off quick. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go check out my couple other videos on this car. I think we got 2 other videos of trying to get it running, and I've got 2 other Celicas, a 71 Celica that has a 18 RGU engine, which is a rare kind of overseas model engine. It's dual overhead cams. It's pretty sweet. So that car is running and driving. Got several videos up on it. And then I have a 72, which is a red one, and I actually got that car and this car from the same guy. And it is a lot like this car. It's been sitting in a junkyard for the past 20 years. And so it just needs everything done to it. Its engine actually blew up, so I just got a new engine for that car that I'm gonna be tossing in a couple days. So stay tuned for a video on it. these 18 RCs are supposed to be pretty bulletproof. I've kind of gotten bad luck with them not being bulletproof, but I'm hoping this new engine is going to be good. We'll be able to just slap it in and be good to go. I think there's one more bolt on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Oh man, that thing's tight. I need 2 hands. Okay, I was able to get this alternator pushed out of the way. There was a bolt on the back that was spinning, so you have to hold it and then loosen up the front right there. So now I think we're ready to try to get some of these bolts out of the way. Just gonna spray them down quick. Seems like everything's rusty on this car. So this is going to be a long process of just loosening these things up. Didn't even seem that tight actually. Yeah, so I'm just going to get these knocked out quick and then I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to pop that thing off. Okay, I got those 5 nuts off. Let me tell you, that ain't the most fun job right there. But let's try to give this thing a couple love taps and knock it off. Oh yeah, that's what I had a feeling. Look how corroded that thing is under there. So these propellers have to spin freely, and you can see it's just all kind of bound up. Clutch fan's probably gone too. So let's take a look inside the block. Doesn't look too bad inside actually, but I think what I want to do is pull off that thermostat. Also, we might as well just get a new thermostat and a new water pump. It's always good to do those at the same time. We'll get that off and then we can kind of flush the block a little bit. Oh, it doesn't even have a thermostat in it. Perfect. We'll just run that thing without one. Just let it run cold. Quite a bit of rust down and in there. So I think I'm gonna go get the hose and we'll just start flushing this thing out. So we'll just kind of do this until the water comes out clean on the other side. Okay, the new part has arrived. Just got this from O'Reilly's. So your local place should probably be able to source a new water pump also. Here's the part number right there. Master Pro. Pretty good brand. Let's see if this is the correct one. Got some instructions. Got the gasket. Looks to be the same. Let me get it out of this package and we'll compare it quick. Looks to be an identical match to me. Much cleaner, looking good. So I think we will just get this tossed on quick. This is the thermostat I went with. It was like a 170. I think it opens at 170, which should be good. I thought about just running no thermostat, but might as well just do it all right now. Waiting on the thermostat gasket. Once we get that, we'll toss that back on. But for right now, let's just get this water pump tossed on. There's probably some type of specific sealant that you're supposed to use, but all I got is Permatex gray gasket maker. So we're gonna just put a little bit of this around the water pump just to make sure the gasket seals good. This is gonna suck if it leaks because it's not gonna. We're gonna have to scrape all this stuff off if it doesn't seal up good. Fuck. God damn, this is a pain. This is like probably gotta be the most unfun water pump to replace. Like, who would stick little bolts or little nuts behind the pulley? Like, that's gotta be the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. Like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to get to this bottom one. I finally got them all stuck on. Now I just gotta try to tighten these things down somehow. Okay, honestly, I don't really want to wait around for that gasket to show up. So what we're gonna do is just make our own quick. It's pretty easy to do. You can just buy some gasket paper and we're just gonna trace this out. Just like that. Not exactly sure how we're gonna you can sometimes kind of push down on it, or take like a, let's see if this works, just kind of tap on it. One of the oldest tricks in the books. So there we go. Now we have our outline, and it basically almost cut it just doing that. Now we can just trace this out quick. There we go. Perfect. Now we just cut out these holes. Five minutes later, got our gasket. Fits perfectly, so I think that should do the job. I just don't feel like driving back over to the store and waiting a long time to get that gasket. Oh, fuck. What in the hell? Fucking bolt snapped off. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Damn. Oh, I got it. Woo! That is so lucky. Got it to move. Check that out. Snapped right in half, so we're gonna have to find a new bolt and do that over again. Sprayed a bunch of WD-40 in there and just gonna go in and out a couple times. Well, just put that back on and totally forgot to stick the thermostat in. Oh boy, just one of those days, I guess. So we're gonna pull this off quick. I'm sure this is gonna leak because we've yanked it on and off so many dang times. Okay, last time. Boom, done. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'll probably go ahead and get the radiator back on, but as you can see, that's nice. Get the belt back on, just button everything up, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll try to fire this thing up. Let this sit overnight, so everything should be sealed up by now. All the gaskets and everything. So we're just gonna fill this thing up with some water. Not even gonna put any coolant in it because who knows if, I don't know. We might have to take this stuff back apart if it doesn't work. So we're just gonna run with water for right now, get this thing filled up, go get the battery and try to fire this thing up. Here we go, let's see what happens. Hey dude, you're in the fucking way of the video. Oh my god, now we gotta restart it. Just, here we go, let's see what happens. Oh, man. just a fucking shitty carburetor. Well, there we go, guys. From sitting in a junkyard for over 25 years to back on the road. Well, not really back on the road, but I mean, it does run. Seems to run really good. I'm not quite sure why they ever parked it in the junkyard in the first place. Maybe the brakes went out, maybe the clutch went out, something like that. But the engine seems to be very sound. It does need a little bit of tuning. I think this carburetor is kind of junk. It doesn't really want to idle, but maybe we'll kind of work those little kinks out later. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I think I am gonna put this car up for sale, so if anybody's interested, just hit me up in the comments and we can talk. But yeah, I think this car, I mean, we've done quite a bit of work to it. It's running now. We just got so many projects around here that can't go the full way with all of them. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that like button for me. And